Hey, welcome to another episode of Clear Light Connections, where we talk to the people behind the businesses of Bay Area Houston, proudly sponsored by UTMB Health. Special guest today, Gary Endler with Eat the Frog Fitness. And I got to ask about the name right off the bat. It's obviously catchy.
Yes, that's the big question from everybody. It's based on a Mark Twain quote, and really what it references is kind of, we have a lot of tasks every day, most of us, and it's really what it is going after that hardest task you have in the day. So that way the rest of your day gets easier and should get better as the day goes on.
So I take it you eat the frog first, and then everything else after that is good to go.
Yeah, I mean, eating a frog.
That makes sense. So how'd you get started in the business?
So it's actually a kind of crazy situation. My employer at the time, or I take it back. I just clicked on Eat the Frog, and then they eventually reached out to me. I had talked to them a little bit about it, but looking at it, I just wasn't sure I could handle it. So we kept talking with the franchise. And then they mentioned that my business partner, Cameron Jordan, he actually had already purchased the franchise, and he was actually looking for a partner. So at that point, me and my wife decided that, hey, this is probably a good idea. Let's try it. So, we got to talking. It took us about 6-8 months, and then we came to a partnership. And talking over time, we actually realized we had mutual interest. And at that time, my current employer, he grew up with one of the owner's sons. So, we had a little bit of mutual, we were able to get together and talk about a few things. And then, the more we talked, the more we we see the same vision. So we just figured this is a good time to do it. And why not,
So tell us about the concept of Eat the Frog Fitness and what people can expect.
So it's about roughly a 52-minute session. It's on the hour roughly every day. So if you wanted to, you could do 52 sessions a day. It's a high intensity, low impact, but also a workout. So, we don't have the treadmills for the cardio portion of the workout. We actually just have Kaiser bikes and Concept 2 rowers. So it takes out some of that unnecessary impact into your joints. So it makes it for a larger age group. So, it's not just limited to younger, fit people. It's open to anybody. We're allowed to allow anyone from 13 up to whoever wants to come into the facility. So the great thing about this workout is we can, if there's certain items you can't do or certain exercises you can't do, we can adjust on the fly for you with our coaches that are in place during the regular hours. So it's a great concept because it doesn't limit anybody. It just, anyone can do it, and we can help you so you don't hurt yourself. And then, like I said, the coaches are in there to make sure you got the proper form and, make it viable for you to be able to do the workout.
So tell me about one of your clients that kind of stands out to you, like, maybe their fitness journey or somebody where you're like, okay, this really is for everybody, and I have the proof to show you why.
So we're not open yet. So that's the big thing. So we are trying to build our clientele right now, our members. So we're currently in pre-sales situation. So we don't have those journeys to, show everybody at this point, but that's definitely what we're looking for. We want to build this as a community. It's not just another workout facility. We want our fitness studio to be the one that the whole community is, into, loves going there. We hope to be that just create this massive family where everyone wants to come here and they say good things.
And when do you guys expect to open the doors? And
that's a fun question. We've had some fun learning experiences with banking. So we're in the process right now where our loan should be through any day, hopefully, is what we're being told. And then once that is approved, then we can start construction. The contractor's lined up, ready to go. So with that build out, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how things go. You got to deal with City of Houston permit department. So, you got to take your turn. So hopefully in a couple months we are open. So.
Okay. What's been the biggest hurdle that you've had so far in trying to pull this project together?
There's a lot of hurdles. Neither me or my business partner, Cameron, have ever opened a business like this before. So there's a lot of, it's just constant learning a lot of toe stepping, I guess you'd call it. There's a lot of people that misguide you. A little frustrating, but you learn and you move on, and you tend to look at things a little more into detail, and you got to ask a lot of questions. And I think that's one of the things that we failed. We ask questions, but maybe asking the right questions or getting into more detail. No assumptions, because anytime you make assumptions, there's quotes for that, but I'm not going to say it here.
Yeah. No, and I think what you're talking about is really valuable for maybe people out there that are thinking of starting a business. And it's always nice when we can not have people repeat our mistakes and learn from our pain. So I think it's good to have those honest and open discussions, and it's a real way to help other people.
Gotcha.
So if you're talking about some of the things you've learned like that, you talked about contractors, permitting. I mean, those are all things that if you're not aware, you run into. So what are some of the other struggles that maybe you guys are coming up against that maybe other people can help you with?
Unfortunately right now, I think the biggest one was the banking. That was really eye-opening. We're going through the SBA. So it's a long process. There's a lot of painful paperwork. It's not so much painful. It's just there's a lot of it. Making sure you have a qualified bank that runs you through the system and tells you everything up front instead of just kind of like piece by piece. You want to know it all up front. So it's so that's a big thing. There is some supply chains. We need to get the loan approved so we can buy the equipment, because as of right now, some of this equipment's coming from overseas. So it's not like it'll be here in a week or a couple of weeks. It's months, if not longer. So, there's some concerns there. Trying to think what else there is.
It sounds like you're getting a crash course in microeconomic theory and, the overall economy at large. I mean,
yes. Yeah, it is. And then, like we've all gone through the last 2.5 years, that's added another wrinkle that no one could ever, predicted that to cause the amount of pain and, just time really is what it costs you. So
well, I would think the silver lining is most people packed on a pandemic 20 or whatever. So I mean, fitness is, I think, becoming at the fore of people's minds again.
Yes, no, I agree. And I mean, if it really is. I mean, that's one of the big things with us. I've struggled with it myself. I love food, so I do not know how to proportion my food. If it's good, I'll keep eating it. And then, kind of run into these other routines. So, I get it. And then, with the whole pandemic being locked down, it creates a lot of issues, not getting out, just getting any sort of exercise. And it creates a lot of issues for people and health concerns. And we're here. That's kind of just rambling here. I apologize. But,
no worries.
You're 100% right. There's definitely, we all, even if you are in shape, you still need to, come work out, get your daily exercise in, maybe not daily, but, multiple times a week. And that's what we're here for too. We don't care who you are, what shape you're in, it's for everybody, and that's what we want to make sure. And we want to build this community once again to just be where everyone wants to come here. Everyone, someone says, "Hey, I work out, Eat the Frog. Oh, I've heard about them." Or we want to be that positive impact on the community, and we want to hopefully expand one day. But gotta get this first one up and running. Yeah. So that's
so what kind of support do you get from the franchise? I'm always fascinated with the franchise model and how that works.
So with the franchise, they have different steps, along the way. And as you go, you get different people that you deal with. So we have currently we're working with Justin, and he's helping us through the construction phase and then gathering all the equipment and just kind of getting that. He's he's kind of I would say he's the construction phase of things. So then once we get the doors open, then we'll start dealing with a different level of people. So they have people in place to help guide you through each step of the way. And then once they get you to a certain point, they pass you on to the next person. So it's been nice. You can literally call them, email them, and they get back to you within a day.
That's
so
awesome.
It's
so they're very supportive.
Yes, they're very supportive. We do, if they don't know the answer, which a lot of times they're learning as they go too. So, Texas, we're the first one in Texas. Well,
okay.
There's another one in Keller. They were second, but they're probably going to open before us just due to the permitting status and how much easier it is up there. But down here in Houston, we were the first franchise, so Texas is a new animal to them, right? So it's just things work different throughout the country. So as we bring up stuff, a lot of times it's something different from the people in California or the people in Florida or the people in Illinois. Yeah. We're anything, even up there in Washington where they're at, they completely different animals. So, it's they're learning with us, which is great. And then, any information they have, they try to pass it on and say, hey, this is what worked here. Maybe try that.
So what tips would you give somebody who's maybe interested in becoming a franchisee of any type of franchise, really?
Definitely do your research on the franchise. Ask questions is the biggest thing, and make sure they have a support. There's a lot of times people will just tell you, oh, yeah, we're here for you. And then they just kind of disappear once they've got your franchise fee and then you're locked in. But definitely dig into it. Just ask questions. Don't forget to ask questions because there's a lot of questions you don't know. And definitely go talk to someone that's got a background in a business. It's opened businesses before. Mm-hmm. Because I think that would have helped us. That probably one of the bigger things is, we thought between the two of us, and then talking with people, we had a pretty good idea. But there's a lot you don't know, especially if you've never opened a business. So definitely reach out to other businesses and just pick their brain and ask them, like we're doing right now. This is perfect. Just dig in, find out what they had to deal with. What was their biggest obstacles, and just.
So what are you guys hoping for, let's say, in the next 5 years? What does Eat the Frog look like in this area?
So Eat the Frog, between Cameron and I, we are hoping to have at least 2 more, if not more, facilities in this area. We have that's part of the guidelines too. We have to be so far away, but we from certain we have a 4-mile radius. We can't be within certain franchises or even ourselves. But if it's ours, we can adjust that. But a minimum of 2 more in the next 5 years, if not more. Expanding to the local areas as well if we can. So that's our big picture, and that's what we're hoping for.
And you talk a lot about building community. What does that look like? How do you do that?
We want it to be a place where people come. They want to come. They're excited to come. And then, we also want to do events with our members, and we want to be able to, it's not just, it's Sally coming in to, come work out today. No, we want to actually do other events where that you can bring the families together. Maybe not huge events, but just have a community outside of just working out together. Yeah. And then also we do want the members to get together and, build their own communities within and, just spread the word. And we want everyone to just be excited to be there. And that's what we're hoping to do.
Excellent. Well, good luck. Is there anything else you wanted to tell the audience before we...
No, I mean, we're still in our pre-sales, so come by, stop in our facilities over there off of 3457 Clear Creek Boulevard, right by the HEB. Come stop in, say hi to Billy, Kyla, get some information. You can visit us at our website, eatthefrogfitness.com, and then just pull up our location. Other than that, we'd love to have you. We can't wait to open. We apologize to all the current members for the length it's taken, but we're doing our best, and believe us, we want this open.
Absolutely.
We want to build our community.
So tell me where the location is and what people can look forward to there.
So our location is 3457 Clear Lake City Boulevard in El Dorado. but
It's a fantastic location, by the way. I mean, that you guys chose really well.
yes, it is a great location. We've got all those communities, and we've got new communities and established communities. So we're excited to be in that location. We're just looking to build the community, and we're looking for new members to come join us. We're still in pre-sales, so there's very little risk right now. You buy the heart monitor right now for $30. And then you're a part of our 2-week free trial. If you like it, hey, you got a cheaper rate as well. It's $130 a month. If you don't like it, we'll buy the heart monitor back from you as long as it's in good condition. So you're literally out 2 weeks of exercise if you decide not to stay with us.
And what would a typical session look like? You mentioned that there will be every hour on the hour there'll be a session. What does the session look like?
So you got roughly 52 minutes of working out. You work on
It's a group setting, though, right?
Group setting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, it's a group setting. So you'll be in there with up to 24 or 23 other people at most. So it's group personalized training is how it's laid out there. But with the coach being in there during the regular hours, and those will be decided as we go along to see, how many people are in the studio, and then we'll adjust the coaching for that. But if you're not in there during the coach, we have 2 IMAX screens that run you through the whole program. So there's always something there for you to run you through the exercises. So some people like to, and that's the best thing about us is we are 24/7. So if you have a different schedule than most people where you work a night shift or you're only allowed to come in at night, hey, we're here and you can come in and do the workout. If you just go to the app, lock in your spot, and then you can come in. So with that, you'll have a key fob, so you'll have access at all times.
Sounds like a great concept.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Thank you.